What's up, bullish friends? Hope you guys are doing well out there today. And I want to talk about iBots again because I just put out basically a walkthrough on this project just a few days ago. And a lot of you really seem to enjoy that one. Now, if you haven't seen that, when you get done with this video, go into the description of this particular video and there will be a link to that video that you can watch. It's like a 4.5 minute breakdown of basically why I'm very pro iBots and why I like the system and why I ultimately decided to get into it. So actually, I'm inside my account right now and I actually joined in on this. Let me pull this up here. So I actually got in on April, I think the 16th is when I did my buy-in. And the first day that you can start seeing any profits is about 24 hours after you do your buy-in. And the first day of profit that I had was 0.2715%. While that is not a lot of money, there's a good reason why the percents are low. And it's actually why the system will work and stay afloat, in my opinion, where a lot of other systems have failed. And that's because you're basically only getting a return on the profits that the bots actually make. Now, just to give you a quick rundown, how this system is making money is basically they're running Forex bots, and from the profit, that's where you get your return on investment. So every day those bots run, the people who are in the system, who are involved in this, are getting a payout. Now, soon they'll have crypto bots running as well. They're putting those through test. And once those are running, we'll start seeing more results from that as well, but they're not yet up and running as of now, at least to my knowledge. So, and the way to keep up to date on that is, of course, I'll be keeping you guys up to date, but also if you join their Discord, you can also stay up to date on any of the news. I'll have a link to that in the description as well. And if you can't find it, you can always go to their Twitter and you can see their Discord in Twitter as well. You can go there, join that, be part of their Twitter, all that stuff. Okay, so let me take you back into... So here's my profit so far. And of course, as I mentioned, this is only from one day, and I put in the bare minimum. I only put in $261. Now it's only giving me this payout on 250 of that because I actually put 250. It's a $250 buy-in to get into this program. Okay, you got to buy, you buy one of the bots, and then it's running for you. Okay, you buy one of the packages on the bots and it's going. So it's 250. I put in a little extra because they recommend having a little extra to cover the fees. Each month there will be a little bit of fees involved in everything you do. It's very small. Let me see if I can show you the fees. And the other thing, the main fees come out of the profit. Okay, so you're not going to actually see the fees even in here. Let me see. I can't remember what. There's a menu on here, and I have to find it here. Let's see. Is it under compound? Okay, yeah. So let's see. Yeah, you can see like on this initial, you can see the profit and then what was sent. And so the profit they take 20% off the top, but again, it's just off the profit, and then you get the final amount deposited here. So you'll be able to see that the whole step of the way. They're very transparent with everything they do, and you can actually see the bot transactions in the Discord as well. And even if you're not part of the program, you can actually follow the calendar where they show you the profit for each day. Now, these bots don't run every single day. They only run on, I know they don't run on the weekends ever until the crypto bots are running. So they don't run on the weekends, but occasionally there'll be a day or two they don't run during the week as well. They can turn them off if they're not having a profitable day to keep people from losing any money. And so as far as I know, once they've started doing this, they've been able to have consecutive profitable months for the last 10 months. So there's been no major issues going on with this one, and they're looking to return 5 to 15% monthly. So every single month, return 5 to 15% on your monthly deposit. Now, again, I put in the minimum amount, which is $250. You can come in and you can put in more if you want. You can put in whatever you want. You can buy as many of these bots as you want. I do think they have a cap, and I don't remember what the cap on how many bots you can have, but you can put in as much as you want to risk. Now, here, that being said, this isn't financial advice, so always do your own research and risk whatever you feel you're comfortable with. And B, even though I'm pretty certain that this is safe, this is still crypto, and I always look at anything in crypto and stocks in that kind of realm of the world as a risky investment. You know, whatever you're going to put in, just know that you might not ever get it back. Again, I think this is pretty relatively safe in my opinion, but I always look at this as risk capital, and this is stuff that if I lose it, it's not the end of the world. Do I want to lose it? No, but it's not the end of the world. It's a small amount of money. Like I said, I put in $250. So if you want to see these earnings increase, you just put in more money to where you're comfortable with. I'm comfortable with testing this out right now, seeing where it goes. If, I do want to see that they are returning 5 to 15% monthly, probably before I start putting in more. But right now, I'm happy to see the earnings come in. And, they've been really transparent. I've actually liked everything I've seen with this. The Discord is active. You can join in on that, chat with people on there. But so far, I'm a pretty big fan of iBots and how they're running it, and I like what the team is doing. And again, catch my previous video on it. I go over all the ins and outs on it, but one of the main factors with this that I haven't talked about this in this video yet, there's 0% Ponzonomics, so they don't require any fees to be paid from your wallet to another member's wallet. You're only getting returns on the profit. So that way, all new people that come on board, you're not sustaining the platform by coming on board. In fact, they could get no new members into this and still be okay because they aren't using any of the money from new wallets coming in to pay any of the previous members. So it eliminates those Ponzonomics. And as I've said in other videos, I have no issue with having a little bit of the Ponzonomics involved. I just don't want it to be a very high percent. And I ultimately love it when a program gets to 0% Ponzonomics, because then it's a sustainable platform without new members coming in ever. And the other thing I love with this one is there's no fixed reward, okay? They're not telling you you're going to get 1% per day. Those kind of programs typically almost always fail. There's very few that are still going that say we're going to give you X amount a day. And the ones that are still going, they're struggling. And some of the other ones that are still around that are giving you that fixed income are also very deep into the Ponzonomics, and I don't think they'll sustain for a long time. So you get a return on the profits, and that's what this calendar is for. And again, you don't even have to be a member of this to be able to see this. They put this right on the homepage at iBots.io. You'll be able to come in and see every time they give out new profits, and you'll be able to see what they return for the month. Like, you can go back and look at March, how March performed. And then on their Twitter, you can actually go in and they'll post each month. So last month for March, they paid out 12.0325%. So pretty good, pretty solid payout for the month. If they kept that pace up, you would have your return on investment back in 10 months or less. So it's, that's basically where they're at now. That's at least for that month. Again, they're aiming to bring 5 to 15% per month. And guys, that's all I've got for this one. If you have any questions for me, just ask. I'll be sure to answer those. But also make sure to catch my other video on this where I did break this down, and I did it in a very quick, concise manner, and like I said, about 4.5 minutes explaining all the ins and outs of this program. But so far, I do like what I see. I'm excited. Let me know what you guys think of this one if you're in the program or if you're thinking about getting in the program. And guys, as always, I'll see you in the next video.